that far from the basket.
Yeah, and I would say the other thing is you saw 3 different guys taking a hack at him. At least they're trying to create turnovers. I mean, it's not smart, sound defense, but they're going to have to gamble and hack and try and get in passing lanes if they have any chance to get back in this game.
Kid on the inbounds and quickly up off the glass, Sean Marion with the score.
Or not give up horrible possessions off inbound passes from midcourt.
Going into the game, getting some run at center is Jianlian. So to settle that debate, now for 4 years, there has been a pronunciation guide that's been distributed by the league and by teams. And everyone has always said that his name was pronounced Jianlian. But talking with the assembled media before the game tonight and on the floor, I asked him about it and confirmed it.
You did.
A few minutes before the game, he says that it's Yi. So if the man says his name is Yi, I'm going to call him Yi.
You know what? I don't believe him. I'm too confused. It's too confusing.
Well, after all of the E last night, we're going to go back to Yi.
Yes, we're going to Yi now.
All right.
Nice job going and get that rebound. Delonte West in transition. Sean Marion bottled up underneath. Yi missed a tip in. Cousins in the lane underneath. Dirk the block against J.J. Hickson. As Dirk continues to creep toward 1,000 blocks for his career.
Jason Kidd trying to get Yi an easy shot that time, looking under the basket for him.
Dirk's at 987. Out of a timeout, a Yi missed jumper, but a turnover again by Sacramento created by Delonte West. Nice sharing the ball on the break, and Yi slams it.
That team chemistry. The whole team wanted Yi to get him a basket.
Absolutely. 58-30 Dallas, middle of the third quarter. You saw that championship moment. Jason Terry, 27 points in Game 6 against Miami in the finals last year. You know, he said afterwards that he had gone to sleep thinking about the lost opportunity to Miami in 2006 every night for 5 years, and that night, June 12th, was vindication. I was talking to him the other day at the White House after the visit, and he said the fact that President Obama noted his 27 points during that ceremony, the fact that President Obama noted that, just said really personalized it. Obviously, it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, but when the president points out the game you had in the clincher, that's got to make it even more special, and clearly it did.
Yeah, and also really dug how, you know, Jet had gone to the White House before when Arizona won the Final Four, and he talked about, you know, I didn't get how incredible it was at the time when I was a kid, and then, you know, just feeling that just moment to do it as a pro and it meaning more. All very great stuff.
Off the Dallas turnover, the Kings have numbers as Salmons is fouled with 5:13 left in the third. He's old. Went to school at Rider University in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Yi hustles after it, fending off DeMarcus Cousins to get there.
You know what that looked like on his free throw? It didn't look like he was shooting. It looked like he was flipping it.
Jason Terry missed the reverse, but Yi's follow dunk is also missed. He is fouled, though.
And I tell you, Jet and Jason Kidd had that play all the way. They knew what they were trying to do. Jet was going to come. It looked like Jet was coming up, and Jason Kidd, already gave him the look to go back door, and Jet just couldn't finish that layup. But it was a heads-up play by 2 veteran guys.
Last night, Yi played the last 6 minutes and change and scored 3 points. Went to the free throw line and went 1 out of 2. He is a career 78% free throw shooter. Vince Carter is going in, and Sean Marion subs out of the game.
I was liking how into Yi's progress the crowd was last night. They were dying for some highlights.
Absolutely they were.
Very much into that.
Well, this is a guy, though, that Rick Carlisle said it last night, stressed it again tonight, that they do feel like that not only is it a prospect, but someone who has potential to help them this year where you need depth, and they want young assets. Dallas does to develop. They feel like that they've got something here in Jianlian. Loose ball dug out in the lane and a foul. DeMarcus Cousins with 4:17 to go in the third. This will put Dallas over the limit. permitted only 23 points in the first half to the Kings, which is a Maverick franchise record for fewest points scored against them in a half.
Back on the floor for your man.
The offense in the first half was almost as bad as some of the dancing that we're seeing going on tonight here at American Airlines.
Are we having a middle-aged white guy dance-off right now?
I'm praying no.
Little Boogie Bob?
I'm T-bowing that that's not happening.
How's the Tebow thing happening? Is it okay? Everything's still going good with him?
Not so much.
I think Jimmer's kind of the basketball Tebow. I think he's that controversial.
Three-pointer is rattled in by Jason Terry to put Dallas up by their largest margin tonight. They lead it by 32 points. To follow up, you guys were saying you think he's a point guard, Harp.
Well, no, I didn't say I thought he was a point guard.
That's what he needs to end up being.
Absolutely, because of his size or lack of size.
I think he's the quintessential 2 in a 1 spot.
Yeah.
Oh, no question.
I think that's what he's going to end up having to do. Run him, you run him off screens because of his shooting ability.
But then where you're going to have a problem is on the defensive end.
That's why I see him as a guard coming off the bench. Like a good example is, Barea was a scorer. He wasn't a true point guard. He developed into some point guard skills, but he was a scorer. So you have to run a lot of high pick and roll stuff with him. If you put a screener, you've got to so respect Jimmer. He's not going to shoot the low percentage he shot his rookie year. He's too good a shooter. So he will create scoring opportunities because he's such a good shooter, but you'll take everyone else out of the game, and that's why he can't be a starting point guard.
Well, the ideal situation for a guy like Jimmer is to be in Orlando with a guy like Dwight Howard or somebody that has a post-up game and the post-up ability. But as far as J.J. Barea, I just don't see him being able, and I know you're not calling him J.J., but I don't see him having that kind of breakdown defense ability.
Speaking of breakdown, Roddy does it, and teardrops one home to put Dallas back up. 4 minutes to go. It's Carter out there getting some run right now. Jason Terry's 21 points have led Dallas in scoring tonight, his second highest scoring game of the season. He fakes the shot, showing off the stills, floors it, and goes to the basket.
And that's what you get with Yi, a very versatile big. We were talking 4 or 5. This guy can play either position. Brings a pretty unique skill set to the game, as he just demonstrated. Here's a look at it. Shot fake, nice shot fake, and gets around the defender to shoot 2 free throws.
He is one big, long dude. Carlisle was marveling about that, before the game. It's like, hey, he's 7 feet tall, and he's got really long arms.
He's mobile and active on the defensive end is another thing that Rick pointed out tonight. And again, just no real history of him playing much center, but because of the composition of the Mav roster, that's going to be his opportunity, and the same for Brandon Wright. Now, obviously, those two guys are on the floor together here at the end of the game.
I think the other real interesting thing is, a lot of teams don't have backup centers anyways. They have kind of power forwards playing center.
Hybrids.
That position has changed over the years.
And obviously, in this case here, it's Yi playing center and Wright playing the 5. Down to 6 to shoot. Isaiah Thomas and a follow dunk. That is Dante Green. 65 is the fewest points the Mavericks have ever given up in a game. The Kings just cracked 60 with a little over 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Roddy looking to break down the defense. Now the clock a factor. Vince Carter on target. Running the floor, Brandon Wright receives the pass from Brian Cardinal and will go up, follows his own miss, and 2 chippies. Rare that we've seen Brandon Wright struggle to finish around the rim. But he's had a couple of opportunities tonight and hasn't cashed in. He's 0 for 4 in the game.
Good aggressive moves to the basket, though. Just not able to finish him around the basket like you alluded to. Here he is again, working inside, drawing the foul.